to what I do. There's anything good going on in the wonderful world of real estate? Big wins, little wins, big wins. Give it to us.
Perception, I guess.
Okay,
I got 2 listing contracts signed over the weekend.
love that. Okay, 2 listing contracts. Who are these people? What are these listings?
Both for sale by owners, both at 6%. One of them may or may not, she has a buyer that's contacting her saying they might write an offer after we sign.
Yep.
We'll kind of see and give her a couple days to figure that out to see if she can solidify that deal. If not, we're gonna move forward.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, when's that one hit the market?
They'll both be next Thursday.
Next Thursday. Okay,
Yeah, I was gonna do the one where she had an offer this week, but I told her I'd give her this week, let her figure that out. Nothing happens towards the end of the week, and we'll get photos dialed in for
I
next
love it.
Monday or Tuesday.
okay, so this lady who may or may not have a buyer who's been kicking the can around for the last 3.5 months. Where is she moving to? What has got this lady
She
moving?
moved to like 55 and more community,
Ah,
so she's got an empty townhome that she's gotta get rid of.
got it. So she's now got 2 houses, and one of which she's no longer living in.
Yep.
Out of curiosity, what made her decide to list this thing? Since apparently she may or may not be in a hurry.
She wasn't really getting any traffic, so that was a big part of it. And then just doing what we do, going in and offering value, but following up and offering a backup plan, and she started to realize that she probably needs one if she wants to do this sold.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, absolutely. You plant the seed, you line yourself up to be that person, and before you know it, opportunities start coming in abundance. So that's great. And I love the just hearing this story. There are a couple reasons why this person might have some motivation, even if they say, I'm not in a hurry or I can wait. If you got 2 houses, what also might you have 2 of?
gorgeous.
Mortgage payments, right? How long can you hold up these 2 mortgage payments? This might be a question that you guys end up talking about at some point. And the other piece, if you have multiple houses that you are responsible for, who is taking care of these other 2 houses? Okay, so these are great conversations that you might find yourself in when you find clients who say they have, I'm not in a hurry, or I've got this other house already to live in, so I don't really care how long it takes. These are great motivators for a lot of people to make these decisions happen actually a little bit faster than you think a lot of times. So she clearly was feeling that and wasn't getting the traffic she needed. So here we go. Opportunity.
She said she'll know by Thursday at this stage.
I love it. I love it. And when she doesn't, we'll be there. That's great. Okay, second listing. Who are these people?
The other one, they, again, for sale by owner.
Fisbo. Yep.
3 weeks ago or so, just been following up with them.
You mean you got a deal out of follow-up? Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. Okay, this is crazy. Keep going.
They kind of reached out to me. They stopped I wouldn't say they stopped responding, but they were being kind of just like washy a little bit. And then all of a sudden the husband texted me and said they'd like to sit down and talk. So I went over there Saturday morning and talked with them. They had another agent that was going to do it for them for 5%.
Yes.
Obviously, I talked to them and used our scripts and used our objections and explained to them what that agent was doing. That agent never even come over to the house, just had a phone conversation with them. Didn't spend any time with them. The value that I was willing to take the time, like stopped by weeks ago, gave them offered value, sat down with them again, explained everything to me when I do the process. So by the end of it, the husband wanted to sign right away, but the wife was like battling the whole time. Eventually she was not like, yeah, let's do this.
All right, fine, I'm ready. Okay, wonderful, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, will you tell people about our preview appointment strategy? There are a lot of real estate agents who are gonna look at you like you're crazy. They're gonna be like, you're wasting all this time going out meeting with these people and you're not even listing their houses. But understand, it's not about that. It's about building that relationship, because you had the relationship. You got the come list me call. You got to list it for 6% and not 5%. And at the end of the day, they were sitting there listening to the value instead of just trying to make a decision on what some guy said over the phone, and we don't even know who the heck is on the other end of it. And they're going to get 10 times the service as a result of it. So phenomenal.
And the best part is that since he got the information into me quick, Jackpot Week's already in line for the perfect time of scheduling photos for Monday.
Love it. Photos scheduled with our triple ace photographer. Great. Scheduled for Monday. All the documents come back Sunday. This will be ready by Tuesday or Wednesday, and Thursday you hit the market with a full head of steam and a full week of marketing preparation. What a world we live in. I'm excited to see these two listings hit the market. Sweet. For those of you guys out there looking for open houses, holler at Jay. He's gonna have a couple opportunities for you. So what else? More wins? It's a great start. Excuse me. Great start. Any other wins? Love it. Okay. Today I want to give us some more chance to practice. Are there any in the chat before I go? I love it. Okay, cool. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to give us some more opportunity to practice this. And just continue getting really, really good at having these conversations with just listed, just sold conversations. Okay. These conversations, they make it just so easy for you to have any conversation with people, regardless of the reason, whether it's just listed, just sold, or hey, I just met you and this is crazy. Doesn't matter what the reason is, you get really, really good at this conversation. It opens up opportunity for you. I guess people laughing. That's crazy. Didn't mean to earworm everybody. That it's gonna let that slide by. So you're just gonna get really, really good at having this conversation and understand using the script will help you accomplish your goal of aligning yourself for referral, getting an appointment, or reestablishing that timeline and doing it very, very quickly. Okay, if these conversations happen to last 15 minutes, that's wonderful, but understand that most of them will not. So you got to be a master at getting to the point and getting where we're trying to go very efficiently and very effectively, still being able to build that relationship. Okay. Our scripts are the easiest way for you to be able to do that. So master those before you start really trying to tweak and change things. All right. I want to give you a chance to practice this again today and just really get at least one rep each with your partner, going all the way through the script, and just seeing what it feels like to get all the way through this. A lot of you guys in our one-on-one meetings, I'm challenging you to talk to more people, to have more conversation, and it doesn't matter where these conversations are coming from. They could be just sold cold calls. They could be in the DMs with your friends or family or acquaintances. They can be at the bar sitting next to somebody who just pulled up a chair next to you, right? It doesn't matter. It can be with the person across from you at the bar who's actually serving you. But just getting really good at this conversation and getting into the meat of things really, really quickly is a skill that you've got to develop. Okay. And that's why we practice these scripts, especially this just listed, just sold, because it has so many contexts other than just you cold calling. All right. So I want you to get with your partner today. I want you to practice this, follow along with us if you're on Zoom, and make sure you really got this script nailed so that anytime you're in these conversations, in lots of these conversations, these words just flow out of you almost automatically. All right. So find a partner, we'll practice this. We got about 20 minutes to practice so we can get plenty of reps in that time. And I'll be doing some coaching as we go through and listen in. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. The boys are back in town. Oh yeah, but he left you hanging yesterday. See, he had to go get yatted. Look at this guy showing off. See that thing? It's bright. It's a bright, shiny day. The Jesus piece. Jesus, great call. That's a great call. I mean, the whole.
Yeah, I already have this outer panel done, so next time. What's the timeline on that? End of November, we go to this side, and then end of December, we go around.
Mark, you went in on this one?
About 5.
Yeah. I'll bring an extra one. You went in on this again?
Whether you're paid in between, like. Yeah, it'll just tie them all together. They come around. I don't know.
Cheyenne Taylor.
No, nothing on this side. Full right now. Yeah, I like that. All right, so where are you doing? Talk about one.
Hey, good morning. This is Marco, right? KW League. How are you?
I'm doing well, Mark. How are you?
I just want to give you a quick call. We recently listed a house on 123 Main Street. I was just calling to see if you knew anybody that might be interested in moving into the neighborhood.
Can't really think of anybody now.
No worries, that's no problem. What about you guys? I mean, how long have you been in here?
We've been here about 5 years.
5 years. Tell me more about that. I mean, 5 years ago, what motivated you to move here?
We moved from, New York, just got kind of tired of the city. And, my wife had family here, so yeah, we moved here about 5 years ago.
No, in New York, to Omaha, Nebraska, man, that's a big decision, but how are you guys, I mean, you moved in 5 years ago, but how's the transition from the bustling city life to Omaha, Nebraska?
It was definitely, took a minute to get used to, but we like it much better. It's a little more normal paced here, pretty crazy over there, and it's, believe it or not, a little bit warmer here in the winter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, so how did you guys end up in New York?
We were both born there.
Okay, and then she has family here.
And you can tell I don't have an accent, but
That's fine, man. Fit right in. Ended up in Omaha, so, well, that's awesome, I mean, yeah, hypothetically, I mean, where would you move to next if you did decide to move?
myself, I'd be in Arizona.
Arizona,
Yeah, the wife loves it here though.
yeah, you gotta keep the wife happy, but Arizona, you're just escaping the cold, or what's in Arizona?
Yeah, I just like desert.
Okay, for sure.
I'm not a fan of seasons.
A little bit more detached from people over in Arizona in the desert, pretty sure.
Yeah, well, I've lived in the city there, but,
For sure.
you know, I don't like seasons.
No, I don't blame you there, man. It's that time of year and, when I walk outside my face there, that's when I realize it's what they live here. Thanks, man.
You're not wrong.
That's awesome. But the wife, she loves it here. What's the wife love that?
What's that again?
Your wife, she loves living here?
She does, yeah, she's got family here,
Her family.
so that's why we do there.
Yeah, we can't have a pretty good family to Arizona too.
Hopefully not.
Always, just you, right? We gotta get you a little vacation.
Just her and I don't wanna bring her mom or.
That makes a lot of sense. Well, listen, I said it was just gonna be a quick call, but before I let you go, I mean, is there anything I can do for you guys?
Like what? Like, I'm not really looking to sell my house.
Oh, no worries. I wouldn't expect you to. We don't want to upset the wife and have the awkward interest of that going on. Just anything contractor wise, roof guy, landscaper, plumber, electrician, HVAC guy, anything. I'm like, overall, I'll give you whatever you want.
Everybody gets a phone.
Everybody. Okay.
Now that you mention it, I have been looking for a new landscaping guy. I got some stuff I'd like to tie up with the snowfly. Do you know anybody?
Yeah, man, I actually have a great landscaping contact, and so, I'll get in touch with them. I mean, what specifically are you looking for to make sure I put you in touch with the right guy?
Oh, I've got this wall out back. It's those old railroad ties, and they're all rotted.
Okay.
So I need to get somebody over here to see about changing out the block wall.
Absolutely.
Like to get that done before winter. I realize that it's kind of late in the season, but hopefully I can find somebody that
Yeah,
can
I
knock
mean,
it out.
Worst case is, he says, no, there's anyone can do it, but we'll never know if we ask. So why don't I do this? Why don't, after we get off the phone here, I'll set up a group chat between three of us and kind of introduce him to you, and then, I apologize, I didn't catch your name.
That's Jay.
Jay, yeah, so perfect, Jay. Mark Arnold, nice to meet you. So
Yeah.
what I'll do is I'll set up that group chat, and just kind of give them a little bit of a rundown of what you're looking for, and see if we can make that work, and then we can take it over from there and see if we can, get that done before winter. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, that sounds great, man. I appreciate it.
And then Jay, what I'll do is I'll send you over my contact information. That way you have it on file if you ever need anything else in the future. What's your email?
Yeah, jbig7@gmail.com.
Jay, aside from landscaping, before we get off phone, anything else at all?
No, man, that'll do it.
Awesome. I'll get that group chat set up and then you'll have my information if anything else comes up. Reach out.
All right. Yeah.
Bye, I love you.
Your energy on the phone is great.
Yeah.
That's what, like, I was practicing on the right here, man, and like, without the script, practicing, cause, when I'm actually making these conversations, they don't go this way, so I need to just like dive in and do it, man, I can like zone in and do it, so like, the whole drive here, before I walked in, I was parked, and I was like, let's run through it one more time, get the energy out.
Alright.
You did great, I appreciate that, I've been trying, man. Cause that was a lot better than like the awkward ones where you're on the phone, like they stump you and like. It's okay being told no, and like in Chris Watson's book, it's like, no, it's a great start to the conversation, and so like. using that to go instead of getting stumped by it, like, perfect, it sounds like you had a great house, you don't want to sit there walk it.
Right.
We don't want to do that.
Well, that attitude is gonna lead to the person on top, like, actually, my neighbors in sell their house, they're gonna wanna get you business now because they need it, so that energy is perfect.
Which is fantastic, that's so good.
Did a good job jumping right to the next question. That's it. Not, no awkward pauses or anything. That's it. To make you
No
know
awkward
that.
pauses, no like crazy tangents, and just like, let's keep this moving, we'll keep this going the road, I promise. it'll
That's
be
what you
quick.
want to
The only tweak would be use the word, like, make sure that they know that you're calling about real estate. If you're
Yeah, I
calling
did
about
see it.
friends,
What is that number?
You're real estate, real estate, real estate, so when they think real estate, they think about it.
Number 10, since he did say you needed help, and we just broke into that, I didn't ask if he had an agent he worked with. Otherwise, we probably asked him, but I did, like consciously, I was like, man, I probably should have put
Probably
that
should
in
have brought that
there.
in there, yeah.
And maybe
Like, what kind of help? Yeah,
Yeah.
what do you do? I don't know who.
Yeah. The rest of Bridge Smart, get you a nice discount.
Energy was so good, you'll get another phone.
100%,
So it's
we'll
like-
get another
it's all
crack,
good.
it'll work out just
That's
fine.
the thing with energy, it's like you can screw up the script completely.
Make me look bad.
No, you're gonna do
It's
great.
fine.
I'm
It's
not,
fine.
I won't go. I won't hit you with a train, it'll be nice.
Yeah, don't bust me up today like you did last week.
I heard your call yesterday, he is.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Oh,
you were playing yesterday?
Yeah, but I bet I get that all the time.
Did you?
He was rough up there.
He deserves it.
He was probably-
And then my heart's saved now, saved by the bell, really.
All right, let's rock.
Hey, good morning. This is Jay over at KWE. How are you today?
Hey, Jay, I'm doing pretty good, man. How are you?
Oh, man, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Hey, I was just giving you a quick call. We just listed a property around the corner from you on 123 Main Street. And I'm calling to see if you might know anybody that wants to move into the neighborhood.
Man, I can't say off the top of my, you know what? I don't really even know that many people in Omaha right now. So I can't say I do, man, I'm sorry.
You don't know that many people?
No,
What, did you just move here? or
I
what?
did. I just moved here a year ago,
A
man.
year
So
ago.
it was a job change. So aside from coworkers, I don't really have too many connections here, man. Otherwise, yeah.
Right. So just coworkers, pretty much the only people you talk to?
Yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah.
We think any of them would be excited to move next door to you? and live in your
Dude, I mean, I could run it by at work tomorrow to see,
Alright.
but, we don't have too many of those water cooler conversations yet.
Right, you're just there.
Yeah,
Either Facebooking or working.
Yeah.
Hey, no problem. Well, let me ask you, how long have you guys lived in the neighborhood? You said about a year.
Yes,
right?
I actually, just moved in a year ago with a job change.
Okay,
I used to work at it's a computer science, IBM, they make software for like construction, material manufacturers.
okay.
Just distribution software for them, so we just go to program it, we can get for them and then
Alright.
sell it to them, so.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
A big company. Do you work from home then, or do you actually?
It's a little bit of both,
Well, hybrid
yeah,
action?
yeah. pretty sure.
Very cool. Well, let me ask you, if you were able to move hypothetically, where would you? If you could?
Yeah, I mean, I would say here, because I'm for work, I have to just, uprooted for them, but, I have seen a little bit nicer houses. I moved into this one just because it was available and I needed to for work, and it was decent enough, and now, with the job change came a little bit more money, I've got more money, and,
Right.
probably just a bigger house.
Bigger
It's just
house.
me, but I want something nice and fancy.
Right, some of you maybe can entertain some. of the-
Absolutely. Throw a work party, yeah, absolutely.
Well, that'd be
It's not a
awesome.
bad idea, man.
The market was probably a little crazy about a year ago when you moved up. You just took what was available or?
A little bit, I mean, wasn't necessarily what was available, I just, was looking at some stuff that I knew could work and then, just found something, cause I was more focused on the job. I mean, I could have stayed at a hotel if I really wanted to,
Right.
but,
Like
maybe
Airbnb or something.
something,
Yeah,
but
that makes sense.
just like to have something that's called mine, but, there's really no problem with it, I still get out, right? I was looking for it at the time,
Right.
but I was like really only looking for a home, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. So I know you said you're looking for a bigger place if you were to move.
Yeah.
If you were, ideally, when would you like that to happen?
That's a great question. I mean. I guess I don't even know. I mean, I could now.
You could now? Well, what?
Yeah, there's really nothing stopping me, man. I mean,
There's
it's
nothing
just
specifically
moving, I just moved a year ago. It's just a move.
Hang on, Jay, I gotta stop you and I'm gonna bring you back in. You are doing great, you're getting excited.
Right.
So just take a deep breath, let him finish talking, And then you can go, I know you're like. He's offering. I'm in right now. I know, it's like, you're getting that like little boy on prom night feeling. So like, don't let that come over you. Like, I can feel it. It's like bubbling up in here. You're like, but it's okay. Just, you're good.
Think Tom Brady in the fourth quarter.
That's it. Take a deep breath. It's gonna come. We're gonna get there. You just gotta, let's take it one step at a time. You're good.
Yeah,
I love it.
that would be great. I could do it tomorrow.
Okay, so re-ask your question, and then, you keep moving.
So Mark, let me ask you, what specifically would have to happen in order for you to actually consider making them?
I mean, if I'm gonna make it this soon, I mean, it'd have to be the perfect house. So really, I guess I'll just need to get, kind of like you said, specific on what I'm actually looking for. Aside from just something nicer, right?
Right,
Right.
so maybe kind of go out and check out a few places or do an online search to see if there's anything out there that might interest you.
Maybe, I mean. It might just be some late nights in bed, just thinking about what I actually want. I don't know. I don't know, how do people actually find out what they're looking for, you know? It's just me, I don't, you know, I want just something nice and.
Oh, my God.
Get drafted.
Anyway, dude, my mind, that did a lot.
All right, so here,
You're so good. That was very good. Really was. Keep going. You're great.
so this, it's really easy to get locked up,
Yeah,
really easy to get locked up.
especially when it goes that easy, you're just like, you don't want to blow it.
That's-
You're just
that's why
like,
the-
what do I say?
Now, that's why the rhythm,
man.
Yeah,
right? Remember the rhythm, it's our rhythm.
we ask a question, listen, repeat the truth, ask another question.
Which part of that did you miss?
I didn't ask a question. Or listen. I didn't do either.
You didn't. So when you listen, your question comes from the listening.
Yeah.
So when he said specific, now will you ask that?
How do people even find out about this?
You say specific, and then he says, yeah, I mean, I gotta figure out what specifically I want. Well, what specifically are you looking
Right,
for, right?
right.
Other than it just being a luxury house. So he gives you everything you need.
It got kind of a little weird when you somehow laying in bed for me, you're not gonna.
I don't know, he's thinking about what I actually want. I don't know.
Oh, man.
Those late nights thinking about when you get off me.
But yeah, no, let's go back to that.
Right.
If we can, let's rewind. And then I want, Mark, I want you to start at that place where you were saying, I
guess
just don't know specifically what I want.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, for me to, you know, actually consider making this move, I just need to get specific about what I'm looking for, what I actually want in that next house, you know?
So you said get specific, could you give me a little more detail on maybe what that could look like?
Yeah, I mean. Well, right now, I guess, I'll talk about what I'm in now and then kind of what I don't like about it. Is that fair?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Brett, what are you talking about? So I'm in it's a very nice split entry home, but I hate staircases when I first walk in, man, so we gotta get rid of those.
Okay.
Like. I would prefer having the bedroom on a separate level. Than like the living area. If people were over, I don't want them wandering into a bedroom or something.
Right.
So like a 2-story,
So you
would
just,
be fine.
you just don't like the stairs right when you walk.
I
in the
hate
house,
it,
or you don't
I
mind
hate
the-
it. You know why? Not at all.
Okay,
Cause at the end of the day, if I wanna go upstairs, that's fine.
right, that makes sense.
When I'm walking in my door, I don't want to only have 2 steps and then hit the stairs, or like moving in groceries, I gotta carry groceries up half a flight of steps. It's,
I could agree.
I don't know if that's like what people are actually like picky about, but that's my thing. Okay, I hate it.
I
So,
can relate, trust me.
but I mean, like, this is still a great house in a great neighborhood, and,
Right,
the sellers I bought it from just redid it a bunch, so it's in great condition, great house.
Right.
So no complaints as far as the quality, it's just the little things like the stairs, I wish the backyard was bigger, man, cause you know what I would love is be able to either have a pool already or put a pool in.
right.
We're doing those work parties, so you got me thinking about that. Just have a bigger backyard, so I have kind of like versatility with it.
Right,
This is small, I've got neighbors right behind me, so both the backyard are kind of tiny, it's a whole thing. Actually, brings up a good point, maybe more space away from the neighbors, you know? There's a little bit, I'm okay with having neighbors,
okay,
but just a little bit, but the house is like this, apart, you can't see that from the phone, but like, the houses are right next to each other, man.
right,
And, maybe a little bit more space, privacy, this is just a 1-stall garage. I only have one car, it's just me, but I like to, when it's storming, open up the garage, sit in the garage, have a beer and, you know, just chill, but that's, I think, the Midwest thing.
Oh, man, cave action.
That's gonna damage it, so I started doing it. So if I have like more space, hanging in the garage, get the beer fridge, all that, so 2 stall,
Right,
or even 3 of it, 3's fine. I don't care.
so sounds like you'd like to get into like a 1.5 or 2-story.
I don't know, what is it, 1.5?
That's where, some of the bedrooms are upstairs, there might be a master on the main. But you don't walk into a set of stairs, so it's.
Something like that, but
floor plan.
Ideally, I would like my bedroom to be on a separate plane from like the main level.
So
If I
you'd
do
like
like
it
people over,
upstairs?
I don't want like. John from work drunk at my house, don't live in my room, and like. I don't know, like, I can fall asleep in my bed, John's my bed, you know, stuff like that, you know, I don't know, dude, like. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm not inviting John to be part of it.
Exactly, actually, he's on the blacklist, now that I think about it.
But so Mark, it sounds like if you could move, you'd like to get into a 2-story, something with a
I think
bigger
3
yard.
story ideal.
Something with a bigger yard, a little more room. What kind of area would that have to be in? Is there a specific area of town that you'd like to be in?
Like I said, I just moved here a year ago, man, I don't know too much about the area, I mean. Yeah, so I'm not.
Set the appointment.
I am right now, I just get ready to. Well, Mark, how about we do this? How about, since I haven't seen your house yet, I stopped by one day this week, kind of walk through, you can show me your place, and then we can see what it could look like. If you did decide to move into another home, I can show you what some of the options are, we can kind of go from there, and you can make the best decision moving forward. Does that sound fair?
I mean, that's fine, though, we do this at my house.
Yeah, I'd like to meet at your house and just check your place out. That way I can give you some tips and tricks and kind of just get a feel for your property. That sound fair? I have actually some time, our afternoons are evenings best for you if I were to stop.
Yeah, I guess, I mean. Afternoons on like. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, those are my work from all day, so.
Okay.
Stop by there.
Well, that sounds great. I've actually got time tomorrow, Wednesday at 4 or Thursday at 2. One of those times work for you?
It's Thursday, too,
Thursday at 2?
so.
Perfect. Well, what I'll do is I'll send you my contact info via email, so you know to stop by. What's a good email to send that to?
More, actually, now, like,
Mort@gmail.com.
that's in low.
MOMOARK. Awesome. Well, perfect, Mark. I got you down. I'm gonna send you an email so you have my contact info, and then I'll see you Thursday at 2. Sound fair?
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect, man. Talk to you soon.
Bye, love you. Well done. You guys really good buddies. Very nice. Very nice.
I get out in the pocket.
Coffee and then half a Celsius.
He's like, look, you're, you know, like, we wrap this up, we're still talking.
You know what's crazy, Byron? That could literally happen in real life. You could go completely out of bounds and then just get right back in the pocket and then you'll find
They have
it.
no
I have no idea.
And they don't remember all that stuff that happened in the middle.
No.
They remember. Yeah, it's really smooth. Some
Yeah.
disappointment.
Right,
Let's
right,
see,
I mean-
let's see what it could look like, you know, if I did decide to find it. You know, that's great. Love it.
Yeah.
All right, we got a couple minutes. You want to try to get a quick one?
You want me to?
Yeah, why not? We got a quick one. Yeah. See if these guys decide to be angry at you or if you're gonna get a.
Which one? Who wants to go?
You got like,
Oh, that's.
see if you can get a 2-minute contact.
2-minute contact?
2-minute contact.
Yeah, he's
I'm only calling one person.
Yeah, what if he's my partner?
Well, then you can back down again. Jesus, Bobby. All right. Good morning. This is Jack Harvey at KW Lee. How are you?
I'm doing okay, Jack. How are you?
I'm doing good. You know, I was just giving you a quick call. We just looked at the property at 123 Main Street. And I was calling to see if you might know anybody that wants to do that.
I really don't. Thank you. Where's that at?
So Main Street's actually right off of 72nd in the center.
Okay,
It's about 2 blocks south, and I know that you live over here in the same neighborhood.
Right.
Is that pretty close to you?
yeah, that's actually just like a few blocks away.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
few blocks away.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, and so do you have any friends or anybody that you know that maybe you want to move into the area? I always like to give people that live in the area the first shot at taking it.
Oh, that sounds awesome. You know, I can't think of anybody right now that might want to move over here.
Can't think of anyone right now. You don't? No problem. And how about you? How long have you lived in the neighborhood?
We just moved here like 6 months ago.
6 months?
Yeah, that's why I didn't even know where Main Street was. I'm not real familiar with the neighborhood yet.
Well, and just so I know when I'm selling the home, what made you decide to move into the area?
We like the location. It's quick to access, you know, from up and down Center Street, and then we can get to the interstate, we can get downtown pretty quickly. So,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So do one of you or both of you work downtown?
actually, neither of us, we just like to go downtown and
Yeah.
bars and restaurants and the
Oh, that's
nightlife.
great.
Yeah,
That's awesome. What's your favorite restaurant downtown?
Blue, yeah,
Blue Sushi.
yeah,
I know.
I'm a sushi guy,
The problem with Blue is you go to the ocean and then you're still thinking about Blue and Omaha.
yeah,
Isn't that true?
right.
Well, you know, if you were to move again, where would you move to next?
If I had it my way, I would actually move to a condo downtown.
You move downtown, be a little bit closer to that nightlife, that social atmosphere. And what about downtown makes you want to move down
I tired of mowing the lawn and picking up weeds, man.
there? I get that.
Yeah, I just, yeah, the wife loves it, but she doesn't actually do it. I'm the one that does it all the time. So, you know, she likes having a yard and all the things, but we don't really use it. We don't have kids. So I'm just like, why don't we do it?
It's amazing how the people who don't take care of the yard always want a corner lot.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, right, yeah, more sidewalk to shovel every time it snows.
right. No, I totally get that. And you know, what specifically is keeping her from moving downtown? I mean, what does she like about living in your house?
I think it's more of just like a timing thing. Like I said, we just moved in like 6 months ago. It was pretty stressful.
Oh, yeah.
Just moving in general, packing. We still have boxes that we haven't even unpacked yet, so. I guess it would be easier to move because half of our stuff's still packed, but.
Absolutely. Well, and I know, you know, sometimes moving can be stressful. I help make it a lot less stressful. What about your move specifically? What's stressful for you guys?
That's a great question. Really just, you know, packing everything up. You don't realize how much stuff you have. When you decide to move, you're just like, oh, I've got a few things here and there in every room. And then the next thing you know, like you're spending like 2 or 3 weeks packing boxes. And by the end of it, you're just throwing stuff in boxes and you don't even care anymore. So, just really that, just, you know, it wasn't actually the move itself, but just the packing. is the thing.
Just the packing.
Yeah.
Oh, I get that.
Might need to.
Yeah, you know, there are some moving companies out there that will actually.
I might need to check my mail.
I need that group chat reminder. That's what I need.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I never check mine. I'm so mad about that.
That'll be fun.
Okay.
So is there anything that would happen, say in the next year or a couple of years that would make you want to make that move happen downtown faster?
Yeah, if I could talk my wife into selling this place and, you know, so I didn't have to do yard work anymore. Snow's coming up. Yeah, and I know she's not gonna get out there in the driveway, but she is fine.
Well, and that makes a lot of sense. At some point I might get mine out, but she gets pressure as well. Before like, is there anything I can do if you need help with yard work, there's no help?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of thinking about hiring it out, especially if the yard work's not bad, but the snow. And stuff, like, you know, the adjustments, you know, I'd love for someone that can come and take care of our driveway, something like that, you know.
Yeah, I know, I'll set you guys up, I'll introduce you guys to the tech.
Okay.
That maybe you go back on here, maybe that'll keep you in your house, but if you decide that you're ready to go downtown, you don't even have to drive anymore to get there.
Right.
You know, I want to be there for you. Is there an agent you work with? They help them report it?
What's that?
No, we had an agent when we bought this house, but.
I think so. I don't remember trying to text with you and JJ. JJ, do you have that thread? It was either the 13th or the 6th. It was one of those two. Do you remember what date? Do you have the text with me and Aaliyah when the when pages started?
jbig7@gmail.com.
Page.
Send me my contact information. You can reach out to me anytime you need, and then you can go ahead.
I have it, but I'm on Zoom.
I'll go ahead and set up that November group text.
13th?
Snow company, good, put that sorted out. Would it be okay if I reach out to you next?
Yeah, that'd actually be great.
Okay, well, that sounds good. I'll chat with you here next week, or you typically available in the afternoon, or evening?
Evenings most of the time.
Evening around this time?
Yeah.
Perfect, all right, I'll give you a call next week right around this time. And I look forward to chatting with you soon.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, thanks, guys. All right,
Love it.
by the way, you guys know why I asked to talk to him next week? To follow the issue. No, because he said he didn't get a follow. There it is, that's one, what's the second reason?
I was thinking.
Fire intelligence. You said my doctor letter.
So my boxes are what?
still packed,
Still packed from the last time.
and I would love to move it. You know what's gonna happen?
Did not catch that.
This conversation is gonna go to the wire.
Right.
And anything can happen in the next 7 days where she says, I actually hate this house.
Alright.
Anything could happen, right? And now you guys gotta remember, you're turning on their reticular activating system, which is gonna cause them to actually think about moving, right? Just like when you buy a car and you see that car every time. So I will be that person to talk to them next week when he says, you know what, screw it, our boxes are still packed. Let's make it happen.
And once you make them think about it, the Facebook algorithm makes.
Let's listen.
Fires for you. I just want to follow up. Alright. Alright.
Amen. That is absolutely beautiful. We're gonna talk a little bit tomorrow. I've got just one lesson to talk to you guys about tomorrow. But great job today. These are some really, really good reps. Getting some really, really good practice of what some of these conversations can sound like. What are some of the things that you've got to be ready to have conversations with people about inside of these conversations? So super excited to keep working on this. It is Tuesday, so if you haven't finished your follow-up, you heard Jay give a great testimony to why follow-up is monumentally important. So all of those people who were thinking about buying, about to buy, thinking about selling or about to sell, or they're still not quite sure what they want to do, they've got to hear from you this week. That follow-up is monumentally important. And Jack just went into the reason why. We've been talking about this moving thing. It's on our mind. Who's the person that's going to be there while it's on our mind? That's the person that's going to get the business. And so in those opportunities, encourage you, make sure you hit your follow-up, make sure you are asking for the business. I'm super pumped to keep working on this. So make sure you nail that follow-up today. We'll be back. Reminder Thursday, Mastermind Thursday. Put it on your calendars if it's not, or accept Leah's invite because she sent them out already. Surprise, surprise. Let's go, girl. All right, you guys get out of here. We'll catch up with you a little later on. Peace.